Hello Virgo, I'm Claire-Louise Hay from BeHealing.com and this is your energy update for the week of the 30th of August 2021. I hope you're doing well. Be sure to check out your sun, your moon, your rising and your Venus sign in order to get a full picture of all of the energies that you've got going on this week, because of course you're more than just your sun sign. My September readings will be out around this time, so be sure to check out my YouTube channel for that reading too. I don't know whether yours will be out just before this, around the same time as this video, or just after it, but it's going to be around now anyway. I've got a live show 3 times a week here on YouTube. It's called Psychic Cafe. I would see more Virgo energy in there. And if you're interested in a private reading with me, then they are available from my website, BeHealing.com. You can find a link for that in the description box below and also up there as well. Here we go. We've got some cards out. Well, we've got a card out anyway. So let's find out what's in the energies for you, Virgo, this week. Acceptance. You're going to have to accept something that's going on, or someone as they are. Maybe you've not been able to get someone to change, because we can't ever do that. It's a thankless task and it's an impossible task, and yeah, it ain't going to happen. You might be needing to accept that. Something isn't going to change, and so what do you need to do instead? You need to tend your garden instead. Maybe you've been tending someone else's garden, trying to get them to change, trying to fix them, persisting in it, but really you've been focused on their stuff, and then instead of tending your own garden. It can be very distracting to get focused on other people. Maybe a problem person at work, maybe a relationship that you're in that you're trying to get to work, and it's a distraction because it completely takes our attention away from the thing that we can change, the only thing that we can change, which is ourselves. And so if you're trying to fix someone else's problem, you're not noticing you've got a problem too. You're not focusing on your problem. Now, an example of this is when I had an abusive childhood, right? And in my 30s, at the start of my 30s, I was very much trying to understand the abuser. In my mind, that was the way out of the problems that I had from the abusive childhood. And I got to this certain point where I realized that's not it, because that's focusing on them and I'm not them. And no matter how much I understand them, it's still not going to give me the key out of my problems, because my problems were from being the victim of abuse. And that was more difficult to look at because that was more emotional, right? And so I completely took my focus. I don't want to, and I realized how messed up it was. And anyway, why would I want to understand an abuser? I don't want to become an abuser. I don't want to learn that. So shifted my focus completely. And that's what I'm getting here too, is when I was focused on the abusers, right? That's theirs to heal. It's totally the wrong focus for me to have. I'm not focused on what is mine, right? And once I shifted my focus, then I could get the work done. And so I'd missed quite a lot of years where I could have been focused on healing myself because I was focused on the wrong thing. So that's how you could be needing to accept that, like, their problem is their problem. It's not your problem. You can't fix their problem, and you can't it's just not yours to fix, right? But there is something for you to fix. There's something that is yours. So you could have been persisting with something or someone for a long time, Virgo, and it's been totally distracting you from helping yourself and sorting yourself out. So you've got this world, a completion of a cycle. You're going to have to let it go. You're going to have to let that focus go, because it's overwhelming, because it's impossible. It's just the wrong path to go down. I can never fix abusers. I'm not one. I can't fix it. I don't need to fix it. It's not my problem. It's like if you've got a broken car, you don't go on YouTube trying to search out how to not get into a crash. You go on YouTube to find out how to fix your car. Yeah, it's that kind of thing. So the completion of a cycle there, you need to end it. Queen of Wands, to take new action toward what it is that you do want, right? And so this could be a switcheroo of your focus on, you might have been focused on the problem, what's lacking in your life, someone else, and now you need to switch that up and focus on where you're actually at. Tend your own garden, sort out your environment, take go to the mirror and look at yourself and go, is this really mine? This I've been focused on? No, it's not, apparently, Virgo. And get focused and take a long, hard look at yourself, kind of thing. And go, well, what is mine? What should I be focused on to benefit me and my life and to help me and help me heal, especially because look at this, Four of Swords. It's a very healing week for you. Or to get on that. It's like, just like I said, just like my example, I couldn't heal myself while I was focused on the abuser because that was not my problem. And you might have been in a situation here, and just because you're in the situation, you might have thought it was your problem, but it's not. You don't have ownership of that. Now, don't let me tell you that you don't have ownership of something if you do. I mean, if you've been causing the problem, you absolutely need to see your side in that. But this is saying you've had your focus on what is someone else's, and you need to hand that back to them and get on with your own life here. Give us one more for Virgo. Heal yourself. One more for Virgo, and then we're going to get some clarity out. What's that? Something whipped past the window then. Animal. Queen of Pentacles, and get your stability. Find your foundation. Find your feet is what I just heard there. Find your feet again. Get your stability back. So whatever, whoever this is that you've been concerned with here and trying to fix, it's made you feel unstable. And it will do, because if it's distracted you from yourself and your own stability and your self-love and all of that, and you taking good care of yourself, because that always gives if we're focused on someone else, then you will be feeling unstable. You need to find your footing again, really get your focus back on yourself and take good care of yourself. So this cycle needs to end, Virgo, the world. It's a cycle completing so that you can start a new cycle. You might have been wanting to like take that old cycle with you. Do you know what I mean? You might have been asking, I want to start a new cycle. I want a new chapter in my life, but you're like dragging the old one with you and you can't. Keep on doing what you've done, Virgo. You'll keep on getting what you got. It's this one. Five of Inspiration, but it's going to take practice to do that, to let go of the old focus. In other words, you're going to slip back. You're going to start focusing on this person again, or you're going to slip back. You're going to focus on the lack again. This could be about abundance for you. It could be about focusing on lack. You could be struggling with money or something and constantly focused on the lack. And this like, whoa, when I'm focused on lack, I'm just focused on the problem. That's not where abundance is. I've got to like focus on abundance. Like, how am I going to make a lot of money for myself? How am I going to get myself financially stable? How am I going to pay off these debts? It's completely different focus, right? But if you switch into that focus, your fears are going to pull you back to that lack focus again. So it very well could be that for some of you. For some of you, it's about a person. For some of you, you might have both going on, is what I heard. Whoa. Well, the way we do things is the way we do things. So if we're stuck in a pattern, we tend to be applying it to everything in our lives, our money, our relationships, and all of it. So you might find that this energy is touching every part of your life. Omens, you've had omens about that that something needs to change. So you've been seeing the signs there of this. It's going to take practice. It's like meditation, you know? Meditation is good practice for that, because what does meditation do? Well, we try and clear our mind, and what does it do? It goes off, running off, and then we realize and we bring ourselves back. And what does it do? It goes running off again, and we realize, and that's life. That's what happens with our emotions and with our focus and all of that. That's life. And so we need to just gain a little bit more control, of ourselves. It's never going to be full. We're never going to be fully in control, because we do have an ego and we have a mind, and it's always going to be like that. It serves a purpose. But we can get better at pulling ourselves back, at bringing ourselves back to a good focus. We can get more conscious of ourselves. So the Queen of Wands, she's ready to take action here. She knows what she wants. She's ready to take action. So you want to take a lot of action, Virgo. It just feels like you've had misdirected action. So you were taking action on the wrong things or for the wrong reasons, and too fast as well. And so you need to slow right down with that action. So ask yourself, are the actions that you've been taking helping you? Is it healthy for you? Is it actually for you? Or you're doing these things for someone else, hoping that if you do something for them, they'll do something for you? Just take out the middleman instead of hoping, and do things for you. Problem solved. Queen of Wands and the Knight of Material. So you need to slow right down and stop that pattern of rushing in so fast. there's a level of self-control that's required to break yourself out of this pattern, to complete this cycle, to stop doing what you've been doing. Um, there could be addictions involved in this as well, Virgo. So you might be making this difficult on yourself by being in addictions, by using drugs or alcohol or eating or things like that. It might make you numb out too much so that you slip into these patterns, these old patterns, more easily. So you might want to give that stuff a break if that's for you. And healing yourself here, so you need to feel it to heal it. Again, addictions could be affecting you there because we can't feel when we're numbing out. We can't feel it. I mean, that's why we do. That's why we numb out. That's why we use things to numb out so that we don't have to feel it, because it's a little bit too much for us. And I'm not suggesting that you need to stop everything and feel it all, because it might be a little bit too much. Like I had to with my abuse story, it took me many years to get to the place where I could even deal with that stuff and feel it. And there was alcohol involved. Four of Swords. I can't do it. Okay, so that card needed to come out as well. So the Four of Swords here is about you healing yourself. Okay. And Ace of Inspiration, it's kind of exciting. An exciting path opens up to you. I mean, this is my kind of weirdness here, is I love doing the inner work. I've had to do so much of it that I actually kind of like it when there's an issue that comes up in me now. It's like something to get my teeth into. I like that kind of path. You might not, and you don't need to. You don't need to be weird like me, but you might do too. But it's kind of an exciting path because there seems to be an end in sight here. So it's kind of like an aha week, and it's like, oh, so I just focus on myself and like do things for myself that are good for me instead of doing good things for them and hoping that one day they'll do something good for me. I can just use all that energy and my time for myself. Is that what you're saying, Claire? Yes, that's what I'm saying. And that's kind of exciting when you do that. It's like, oh, I can just focus on myself and love myself and do it for me. Then you're filling up your heart too. And the 10 of emotions isn't that. The 9 of emotions is filling up your own heart. The 10 of emotions is when someone comes on board and offers that back to you too. So it's reciprocal. So yeah, it feels like to me like you're on the verge of getting to where you want to be and opening up to the kind of people that you want to open up to. But some of you are focused on someone that you can't fix, and some of you are focused on the lack in something. And it's keeping you from the true fulfillment that if you just focused on yourself and did good things for yourself, you would find that heart's fulfillment that you're seeking. So you need to ground yourself again. Grounding. Didn't we have that before? Maybe not. Grounding and growth. Why do I think we had grounding? Maybe I'm thinking about Libra. Grounding and growth. So you need to ground yourself first and healing. In other words, you need to be like super honest with yourself and see where you're at now and ground yourself in that and go, okay, I need to grow from here. I need to do things for myself now. I need to get myself to this point of stability. I need to do it for myself now. Queen of Pentacles. She's got great energy. The Queen of Pentacles. Tell us about the Queen of Pentacles here for Virgo. The stable one. Getting yourself to some kind of state of stability here. Oh. Oh. The Muse of Materials, this is the King of Pentacles. This is your divine counterpart. If once you get yourself into that stability, stable man coming in, stable king coming in for the stable queen there. So someone that can look after themselves. You could have been looking after someone in the past here, but really you want someone that looks after themselves and that can look after you too while you're looking after yourself, and you can look after them too, and it's mutual and it's reciprocal. Key here is self-love and looking after yourself and getting that stability for yourself. Discernment, yeah. Choosing right as well. A higher vibration, ascension. So choosing what's right for yourself, doing it for yourself, then someone comes in that's your match, then a much higher vibration, and you discerning that, you recognizing it because you're doing it for yourself. So if you're doing this self-love thing, if you're using your energy to find that stability for yourself, to heal yourself and to improve your life, and get to abundance and get to love within yourself, you're going to recognize when you're in that and you're doing it for yourself. You're going to recognize those traits in other people, and you're going to look for it in other people, and you're going to be like, not many people doing it, but when you see them, you're going to recognize it. Like, that's someone that's taking care of themselves. and they're stable, and I can feel it. They're stable in themselves. Very different than what you have experienced according to this reading, Virgo. Very different. What's going on in your love life, Virgo? Is this about your love life? I bet it is. Well, it could be. It could be about other things, and it could be about everything too. Like I said, the way we do things tends to be the way we do things. The way we do one thing tends to be the way that we're doing everything. If we've got a dysfunctional pattern going on, usually we're doing it, we've got that dysfunctional pattern in everything in our lives. So you're going to have to make some effort here. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take, and that's alone first. It is. It just is. Everyone says it, and they're right. You got to love yourself first. It's true. It just is. To find that great love. I mean, you can find love, but it's never going to be great love until you've found that within yourself. And so make the efforts that actually get you that, which is that you do in singledom first. So retreat away from relationships this week. Disconnect from relationships is what it's saying. Don't even try. This isn't about making the effort trying to find someone in relationship. This is like, make the effort for yourself. Tell us more for Virgo. You and your loved ones are safe. It's safe. Like your love journey, your love path is safe. You're not going to be missing out if you take yourself out of the game for a while. Quite the opposite. You're going to head toward what you actually want. Joy. Joy. And unity. That's what you want, right? Joy and unity. Not the struggle. Not the having to change someone or fix someone. Someone that's like a match to you, a high vibe that will give to you. All that I said before, joy and unity and just an excellent connection. You got it coming up. A squealy child outside. He's getting his head bopped. Cupid's arrow, have faith. Have faith. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying with that you and your loved ones are safe. Have faith. You're not getting off the love path here. For those of you this is resonating with, that love is coming. So just have faith. If anything, bringing your energy back to yourself is making it faster, making it come along faster. Because you're actually getting ready for it instead of kind of carrying on as you were before in the patterns that don't ever get you what you really want. Tell us more for Virgo. What else is going on for Virgo? The land in between. So very in between at the moment. It's a time out. It's a transition phase. The world is an end of a cycle, but before the new cycle completes, there's a lot to learn about yourself here and the patterns that you've been in. You've got to heal yourself. It's like the pause in between, you know, of healing yourself and stopping what you were doing, healing yourself to ready for that new chapter there. So you're in between. Old chapter, new chapter here. And health. Pay attention to your health this week. So don't let your health slip because of all of this stuff that's going on, is what I'm hearing here. And definitely listen to your body this week as well. Take good care of yourself. Take good care of yourself, Virgo. That's it. That's this week for you. There you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click on that like button down there. And while you're down there, leave me a comment. I would love to know what's going on for you. Is it about money, this, or is it about person? Let me know. And while you're down there, click on that subscribe button along with that notification bell as well to hear more from me. And thank you so much for watching again. Have the best week ever, and I will see you tomorrow in the daily energy update. Bye.